Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to Heyday, and today's video is a follow-up from the Heyday yard sale number 1 that we did recently. The opportunity for you to sell certain decoration back to the game. Now, was it a success? Did we like it? Did we hate it? Well, the viewpoints are different around the world. A lot of people actually liked it because they could make a lot of coins. But there were a lot of people like myself that did not want to sell their decoration back to the game because we enjoy decorating. And at the end of the day, the choice is yours about this. I know it was a strongly requested service. A lot of players around the world said that I've got all this decoration that I don't want. It's kept in my in-game storage and I want to sell it back to the game. So the visitors would come to your farm, request items, and in this case like a bicycle, and then you could do what you would normally do. You could say yes, you could say no, or you could say wait a moment. And at the same time of doing those regular items, they were also requesting other goods as well. But basically for the game it was selling certain decoration back. Now, one thing that was interesting, now you'll see that I'm placing a lot of red bikes down there. Now, by keeping those red bikes actually within my design, it would affect the quantity that she's requesting, because you can see now that she's asking for 3, but in storage is actually 6. But I actually have more than the 6 there, because I've got 3 actually within my design. So even if you were using any of the items within your design, it would not register as a potential to sell. So the great thing about this sale, it wouldn't damage any designs you have within your farm or town or sanctuary for this sale. It would only request items that were actually within the storage itself. So in some ways that was kind of cool. Now, okay, it only gave you coinage. Now, like with most visitors, what they offer is not always the price that you think is fair. It's a percentage of the cost. Now, for a lot of the decoration, we got it free of charge. It came with the gift certificates, it came with derby prizes, it came with the crates, it came through thresholds. And for some people, it's a lot of decoration sitting in storage that they don't want to use. So like I said, a lot of people actually sold it back to the game. But there were many of us who actually didn't. So the choice is yours at the end of the day. Like with any regular visitors, you can just send them away if you don't want to do it. And it's as easy as that. Now, when it comes down to the decoration, was it actually a good thing? Well, you'll have to tell me that down below in the comment. Were you happy to sell items to the visitors? Are you actually happy to sell items to the visitors in general? When they usually ask me for items, I often say no, because I don't like what they're actually offering to me. I don't like the XP amount. I think it's too low, and I think the coinage could be a lot better. Now, during a double coin event, okay, it's actually fantastic. The return is kind of good. But with the actual request here, it's a base price. Now, the double coin events are usually an event itself, and the actual selling back to the game is an event itself, so they're never ever going to come at the same time. So if you're hoping to actually save your bicycles and make a lot of coinage through a big sale, I'm afraid it's not really going to happen unless Heyday changes that factor. Now, when it comes down to selling those decoration back to the game, okay, like I said, the choice is yours. Now, coinage wise, okay, it's not really a good return. So remember, when you're purchasing a decoration with coins, the next one increases and so on and so forth. So the actual coins that you're spending on decoration goes up every time you make a purchase. Now, some of these decorations were actually not coin purchases, they were diamond purchases as well, and you're not getting diamonds. Now, some people were saying, hey, this is not fair, but actually these decorations were, when they were put back in the shop, like I said, they were free decorations in the game originally. The new prices are based on people who want to buy them now within the game. This event is more focused on those players who've been playing for years, have these decorations in their storage, and literally don't want them there anymore. Right, now, like I said, I don't like to sell the decoration. I really want to keep it. I'm going to show you some examples. And if you come over to my farm at the moment, you can actually see what I have done. Now, there's 4 trees there at the moment, and I'm going to change the design in a moment. I've got these smaller ones here at the side. Now, if you do have a lot of dead trees, you want to be a little bit creative within the game, why not use the decoration like the bicycles there and create a beautiful tree? You could use the musical instruments, the same kind of thing. You could do the same with the caterpillars, the ladybirds, in fact, any of the decoration within the game. Placing them in a strategic position around dead trees really does do a wonderful design. And if you are looking at the Halloween period, you can get some really good Halloween trees there. Now, at the end of the day, just placing those trees there by themselves is not such a good thing. So you are going to have to think about blending in and making the design more beautiful. And if you look at a lot of farms around there, like the Four Seasons one I checked out recently, decoration can be used in a wonderful way. And I'm going to create a little design here now. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just going to bring in some random trees that I've got around my farm itself. So I've got both small trees and the big trees. You can see there size wise how they actually compare to those decoration trees that I've created as well. Now initially it's not such a beautiful design, but I'm going to add more and more and more into this. I'm going to bring path pieces in, I'm going to add in some dirt paths, I'm going to bring in some water dishes, so hopefully by the end of this design it will be good. Now, recently within the game, we were given a load of path pieces, and if you are someone who likes to use these path pieces, again, this is a wonderful opportunity to contrast. They have mushrooms, they got flowers, and they do look really good. If you put loads of them together, again, you get a very nice design as well. Now, I kind of like the sand ones a lot. I think the sand ones are a good update in the decoration because they actually change with each edition. So the more you place together, they adapt to each other and they modify each other's design. Whereas the actual flower path pieces or the mushroom ones, they don't change. The square is exactly the same. Now you've got the larger ones and you've got the smaller ones there. The smaller ones are the actual log pieces. They give you idea that maybe some trees have been chopped down. You've got the mushroom paths there which are very, very big, so variations in size can be really cool. Joining the pieces together like the mushrooms one makes a bigger square, makes a bigger mushroom patch, again very nice. Adding in some path pieces. Remember the path pieces, they don't have to join to each other if you don't want them to. You'll see there that I've actually gone with a diagonal approach as well, and I've left spaces between them. I'm now placing path pieces within the actual design itself, and they're not connecting. They don't need to. You're creating the appearance of looking through the trees and seeing the path as it is within the trees itself. So you don't have to have them joining if you don't want to. So again, you can save on costs, you can save on the expenses of the vouchers, the diamonds and the coins by creating something like this without using as many pieces. Now you'll notice as well with this design, I'm actually not using the same pieces again and again and again. Okay, in some areas I'm tweaking it and adjusting it, but I'm actually using a lot of different decoration. Be creative, everybody. At the end of the day, the decoration is a wonderful thing within the game. There are many players out there in the world. If you look at the high level players, okay, for them as such, it's not just getting a higher level. They also like to make some unusual designs, and some of those really high level players on the boat board, whoa, they're really good. Now personally, I think if you're looking to decorate anything from level 50 and lower, use the trees, use the hedgerows, use the actual natural decoration within the game. Don't worry too much about using the decoration like the musical instruments or the bicycles, etc., because one, you won't have as many, and two, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Now as you start playing the game, you gain more and more decoration. Then you need to start thinking about tweaking your design. So from level 50 or lower, you don't really need to worry about adding in land. You've got the existing trees within the game, use those. They change with the seasons, so that's fantastic, and it's free. You've got the rocks, the dead water, so again, try to keep as much as those, or as many as those pieces within the game as you can as well. As you move up through the levels between 50 and let's say 100, okay, I think you need to start decorating. You're going to be chopping down a lot of trees if you haven't already done so. Some you may keep, some you may not. Sometimes it's worthwhile not actually opening up parts of the expansion area, so you don't open up all the land, because you end up with this beautiful brick wall around the outside as well. And then you place water around that, or you have the berry bushes overlapping. It's fantastic. It really, really is good. So use those trees within the game. Use the decoration that comes automatically within the game. Use the natural foliage from the fruit-bearing trees as well. Even if you get dead trees, don't clump them together. Mix and match them into the design. Now, already here you can see that it's starting to look really, really cool. Now I'm just using 3 dead trees here with a load of decoration, mixing it in with a load of other path pieces, adding in a few other flowers and colours there to give it a little bit more depth and interest to it. You can do the same thing. Now, some of you out there will say, but I can't decorate. I don't know what to do. Do like I did when I first started thinking about decorating. Look at other farms. Look at other players out there in the world. Look at players around your level and a little bit higher and think, hey, I like that. Now, I can't copy everything, but I can copy this little piece here. Or I can copy that little piece there. And then you start putting those little pieces in together, and it really is kind of cool. And it does look good, like this. Look at that. You zoom out, you look at it from a distance, it really is smoking hot as far as I'm concerned. And in a moment, I'll show you my big tree as well. There we go, look at that. Now, this one is a multiple combination of many, many decorative pieces. So you're using a lot of the existing decoration that the event just asked for, plus a few others as well. Now, at the end of the day, it's not the nicest looking tree, but it does create a kind of interest to it. And if I decided to blend in and modify and do something different here, it could be kind of cool. Now, my friend Michelle, she likes to decorate, and she's made some wonderful designs, and she actually doesn't like this. She suggested I place some fires around the outside, which I did try, but I don't have so many of those, and create a fire pit. And it really does look good. It looks like you've actually got all of your decoration that you are burning within your design, and it feels as though that this is a large bonfire. Now, with Bonfire Night just gone, it would have been the perfect theme. Okay, right, well, that's the decoration done there. Let's go and have a look at some of the offers that came up within the game. So we're going to switch on over to the first one here. The harps here, 3 harps, 1,000 gold coins. Not a lot of money, okay, considering those ones actually cost gems as well. Like I said, at the end of the day, your choice if you wanted to do it. Free decorations, okay, you don't pay for them originally. You're getting 1,000 coin, you're getting rid of 3 that you don't want. Okay, it's nice, okay, it's still money if it's what you want. The next one, the bicycles. Now, the bicycles are a coin purchase. Okay, 15 bicycles there for 1,875. The quantities vary, so depending on how many you've got in storage will depend on how many the game's actually asking for. Most of the requests I saw were in the 3 range, which I think is kind of interesting. But like I said, if it's in your main design, it's not going to take them from you. So as long as you've got the decorative pieces within your farm design, you won't lose those. It's only if you're selling the ones in stores that you need to worry about. Now, I'm going to show you something really cool in a moment. Now, I like getting imagery off the internet, and I often modify my imagery as well, and I did this in my live stream. Like I said, Michelle said she didn't like this. She wants me to burn it, to get rid of it, and change it. So for her, I did something very, very, very special indeed. So watch this, everybody. So burn! There we go. Burn, burn, burn. My trees and my decoration are going up in flames. So, oh my God, let's get the water. Let's put out the flames. So, whoosh. Ah, thank goodness for that. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't lose my decoration. Right, now let's go and have a look at some other farms. Let's have a look at some other towns and areas. Now, I like this one. It's using some of the same decoration again, musical instruments, nice little relaxation area. Okay, it's not focusing on a specific dine, is just a nice little area that gives it a little bit of colour, and it does look pretty. I like the water there as well. Okay, the sanctuary, even again, like you've got a little camping site there within the sanctuary. The person has placed musical instruments down there, some barrels. Okay, it looks like someone's having a little bit of a party there, so kind of cool again, and I like that. So it doesn't have to be a big design, it can be little pieces. Within the town itself on this one, you'll see the bicycles there, people coming to the station, leaving their bicycles, getting on the train, and then traveling to another location. Fantastic. Bit of a Halloween design there as well, so great. Okay, combine those pieces together. Okay, you've got a town as well. This decoration goes wonderfully in the town. You've got bicycles left there in front of the buildings, as though again you've got tourists. Add in the gnomes, adding some more people, and it's great. Okay, well, you know my views on the game. You know that I personally will not sell my decoration. Like I said, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. The events are not going to happen all of the time. They will happen every now and then, and Heyday will choose which decoration you want to sell back to the game, or they would like you to sell back to the game. You don't have to do it, or you do if you would like the coinage. Now, it's exactly the same as a regular visitor, and all you need to do is to say yes, no, or wait a moment. Okay, right, well, that's me, Red, finishing off with this video. I'm going to say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. See you next time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and make sure you do press that join button and become a member on my channel as well. But I'll see you on my live stream on Friday. I have a very, very special box from Radical Roche, and I'm going to open that one up in the live stream as well. So see you then, take care, and goodbye now.